assume that my avalanche is going this way. I've come in here and I've found my first person here. Okay? Okay, so I probe him. Okay? Now what I want to do is I don't necessarily know where this guy is, so I can do a couple of things. I can wander off and hopefully I'll stumble into him, or I can try and eliminate terrain as I'm moving. So this is quite important, is you don't want to just wander that way, find out that you have to come back up the hill to look for him, right? So you don't want to go down and up and down and up. So let's say my avalanche path has started here. I don't know where he is yet, so I'm just going to make sure that he's not over here. Coming in over here. Probe, okay. And now if I've been getting two signals, conflicting signals, I might just make my little search strips. 2.2, that's him. 2.2. 3.2. Well, 2.3. So I went from 3.2 to 2.1. Obviously, my 2.1 is going to be him, right? And then from here, I can come in and I can either do my pinpoint that we talked about before, or you can come right in the line. I'll show you a bit of a technique that works really well. Just be really anal about your induction line. That works well for single beacon and the arc technique. What I do with the arc, I'm at 1.2. About 3 meters. 2.8, 2.7, 2.6. 2.6, 2.6, 2.7, 3. Haven't got the other one yet, so I'm going to take a few steps out. I'm going to continue on my arc. Okay? 5.1, 5.3, 4.7, 4.4. Oh, I just got a 3, and now I got a 2.3. So obviously, I've just locked onto my closer beacon. Okay? Does that make sense? Beacon, arc. I don't get anything on my arc, I take a few steps out, go back on my arc again, don't like anything, 2 steps out, another arc. Okay, so I'm going to keep arcing my way out, step by step, until I get closer. Down here, I'm within a couple meters, right? So, a deep burial is considered a couple of meters, right? Right, this is a meter from here to the snow, so right away I need to get on my knees. Okay, this is where I want to be searching, at the snow level. Okay, my arrow is facing this direction on the tracker, and for this pinpoint phase, I'm going to leave it facing this way. And all I'm doing is looking for an area that I can narrow all this down to. So I'm going to move out here, 0.4, 3.5, 1.5. I'll make a mark in the snow. You can use a glove, a ski pole, if you can see it, whatever, just so you know that there's a boundary there, okay? And it comes straight back across, and this happens quite quickly once you get good at it. 1.5, mark it, come to the middle where it's strong, up, 1, right there, and the same back here, okay? 1. Now, grab a probe. About a 50 to 80 centimeter burial, you're going to have an area about this wide, okay? 2 meter burial, you could be looking at an area maybe this wide, and 2.5 or so, you're getting an area to this wide. So a probe is essential. You have to have a probe, right? In this circle, like I said, it'll just be a function of depth, like on the slide today. The first place I probe is right in the middle. First time, okay? It's not always there, depending on the way the signals are. He could be off on a side over here or something like that, but a lot of times what you do is go on a stage, find out where your boundaries are, take your beacon, stick it in your pocket, okay? Probe the middle with 2 hands, okay? And then spiral. Okay, be firm, push it down. A friend of mine, so firm, and what I like to do when I'm probing is I'm pretty aggressive so that I know that, you know, if he's 2 meters down and I'm probing to like 2.5 meters, it's a definite, oh, there he is. It's not a, ooh, what was that?
Not like a crust, not a layer.
Yeah, and another good thing of when you're practicing and doing this in deep snow is use your pack, because your pack feels exactly like a person. It's got a spongy kind of return to it. Okay, you don't want to always use a piece of plywood for, you know, or a Tupperware lid or something. Use a pack. It's really good practice. Energy. So what I might do is take an extra 10 seconds or so and just kind of figure out, oh yeah, there he is, there he is. No, he's gone there. Okay, yeah, he's over there, he's over there, he's over there, oh yeah, he's gone there. No, he's not there. Oh wait, not there. So I know he's lying this way. Right? And now, okay, so bang, that's probably his waist. That's where I want to dig. I want to go for the middle of the body if I can. I'm just, you know, splitting the middle and hoping when I get down there, and I can go either way. I don't have to get down, find out I've hit his leg, and get all the way to his head. Because if you dig a little hole, get to his leg, and he's a tall guy, you got a lot of digging to do to get to his head. Okay, so position probing is quite handy. So I've got him there. I probed them. What I don't want to do is a lot of this. I don't want to be walking around here a lot, right? I could be doing in his air hole, especially in soft slab. So I've got myself here. I'm going to have my next person right behind me come stand over here for me. And I'm going to have one more person maybe about right there. And now what I'm going to want to do is, if we're on flat terrain, how long is my ramp going to need to be? Any ideas?
What do you say, 1.5 times the...
So it's 2 times a meter deep.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you're on flat terrain, your ramp needs to be about twice the burial depth. So if he's a meter deep, it's going to be about 2 meters long. And all we're talking about is a little ramp that kind of works its way in here, and we can move the snow up. Okay? If it's steep, okay, you're almost, if he's 1.5 meters down, your ramp's almost 1.5 meters to 2 meters, maybe 1.5 times, okay, the length of the ramp, and with a slight angle. So what this does is I can easily, it's almost like digging a snow pit. I can shave snow here, and I can just do this. Start moving it back. The guy right behind me here, or the guy over here, sorry, is then just gonna, he's gonna just flip this back like that, and the guy here is gonna flip that back. All right. The guy up front is gonna dig until he collapses, unless he's done a lot of this. It's just human nature. You get sucked into what you're doing. So it's just a matter of going, hey, but yeah, you want to keep digging down. And the nice thing about this is because you've got this sort of ramp sort of thing going here, you've been digging and digging and digging. When you do get to his middle, you've got kind of a wall with him tucked in there. So it's very easy to access his head. Right, that's the nice thing about this. And when I first saw this method, I thought, well, that's pretty cool. I wonder if it works. And I would take about 1.5 meters, 2 meters of snow, pitcher a beer to the winner, one probe there, one probe there, and use this method, the conveyor method, or the sort of digging a hole down with little terraces behind you. And this was hands down 50% faster at least every time. So it really does work well, for sure.